if you want to just kind of go for the beginning, so introduce yourself, and then just kind of explain how this shot came about in terms of the. I presume it's in a showroom somewhere.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So, so yeah, I'm an automotive photographer. So that's how we started talking. But part of my business is heavily focused around supplying dealerships with imagery for their stock for sale. So we've done obviously all the work for Twisted. We do it for a lot of the high-end brands in the area. But sometime last year, we got a phone call saying, we've got a special one for you. It was a new client. And I said, oh, okay, let me know the date. They go, do you want to know what the car is? I was like, yeah, sure. It's a La Ferrari. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that was an exciting shoot. So that car there, when we photographed it, had done 151 miles. I think it was on its second owner. And so it was going up for sale at JCT 600 over in Leeds. And it said, we need something special for this. So, yeah, so we pulled out the strobes, which we've used there to light the image. And in their showroom, we decided to create something as special as we could.
So how did you go about composing the image? Like, so once you knew what the car was, did you have an idea in your head about how you want to do it, or was it a matter of getting to the location and going, right, I'm going to shoot it this way?
Yeah, it's a bit of both. Luckily, when you're using strobes, you can kind of overpower the ambient lighting a bit, so sometimes that's a concern. Some dealerships have quite strong overhead lights sometimes, or they have a big reflection, or they have something that's going to ruin the ambient light. So yeah, luckily for this one, we took the strobe to overpower any other light that could be an issue. We looked at it and thought, right, it needs to be that 3/4. It's still a for sale image, so people want to see the whole of the car. And a lot of dealerships as well like that sort of wheel turn look, which I like it really nicely on this image. It adds that really strong shadow across the right hand side as well.
Right, there's the basic outline of a La Ferrari.
Oh, look at that.
As a continuous line. So it didn't lift. So started up here, creating the entire car as a continuous line.
Wow, that looks incredible.
So nice. It's a lovely car to do. So in terms of like you start doing dealer stuff and whatnot. So what's been you work with Twisted. So how did the conversation happen with Twisted? How did that come about?
They were probably one of my first real clients I found, I suppose. One of the guys I worked with at Harrogate Audi had moved to Twisted to do sales, and I just kept nagging him. I love the Twisted brand. They're very local to me. And yeah, they had some good photography, but maybe they weren't doing it regularly enough. So I just did everything I can. I found out the name of the girl who worked in marketing at the time, went on to their open days, introduced myself, and just asked, can I show you what I can do for an hour, please? I'll take a car out. I'll show you what I can do. I really think I'll add value to your company, because I wanted to help them with their for sale imagery. So yes, went out to one of their silver. It was in the silver 90 actually. I do remember it. Took it out for a lovely drive. Took these photos, and I was so excited. And that was it. They saw the photos. They loved them, and we started working together. I did the for sale imagery, and it's just snowballed on from there, really. I've done some incredible shoots with them over the years. We've been to Monaco, we've been to Geneva for obviously the Geneva Motor Show and Top Marks in Monaco. So yeah, it's been a pretty exciting journey with Twisted. It's brought me along as a photographer, and it's been amazing showing the world what they produce in this workshop in Thirsk, really.
So during this kind of weird old time we've been in the kind of lockdown era, what have you been working on? Have you been working on websites? Have you been doing stock image? What's been what have you been working on?
I updated the website at the start of this year, which was a silly time to do that looking back. But yeah, I've been trying to build my print store at the moment, which when you think something's going to be quite easy to do and it's not, well, it was one of those. But yeah, I've been exploring my other world of photography, I suppose. So as well as the automotive work, I do some product photography, wedding photography, all the rest. So I've just been getting in touch with people that are also struggling during these times and offering them some help. So I've been photographing some food products, which have been really nice. Every beer that's come through has nearly had a photo, and I've tried to put that out on Instagram for the brands to use and benefit from. But yeah, the dog has got her own Instagram page now, which I'm not particularly proud of. But
the dog. I mean,
I've become one of those. But no, it's been great. Yeah, and it's just another string to the bow, as they say. I can now feel I can offer that professionally. to people if they would like pet photography.
So in terms of shoots that you've been on, some of your favourites, yeah, some of your favourite stuff, what's been the highlights over the last few years?
I think Monaco again with Twisted. That was one of my favourite shoots, and it just it was over the span of 6 days. I think we were over there, and it was just cars, photography, constantly, and sun, of course. Beautiful, beautiful place. I'd never been before, so it just blew my mind as a location, and then to see how little distance you could go to some of the most stunning locations for photography. I've probably got 3 shoots from there that just stand out in my mind immediately as part of my portfolio. And some of them are planned and some of them weren't. And that's the best bit about, I suppose, being a photographer. It's just, should we just go for a drive? Let's try that road out for a shoot tomorrow. And then you're there, the light's right, the location's perfect, and you've just got a stunning set of images. And yeah, that's one for sure. Second one, and probably one in December, we photographed one of the Porsche Speedsters, one of the new ones. And that's part of our new premium packages. And that was just something else. They see a car like that being driven. I got a chance to sit in the car with the owner, and that car's appreciated and loved, which is the key part of it. That wasn't bought up to be kept in a garage. That wasn't bought to be sold on at a premium. It was really nice to see that. And again, the imagery, doing the tracking shots, which I love, hanging out the back of a car, photographing the moving vehicle. You just create a sense of speed, which you can't deliver any other way through photography. Two of my favourites for sure.
So that was part of your premium package, did you say?
Yeah, so that's what we're doing now. We're trying to create something back for the owners of these cars. People love their cars. People adore them. And we just thought we'd create a package, an experience, I suppose, if you like, for people's car ownerships. We all take photos on our iPhones. We all have got a little blurred photo where we've kind of not quite got the whole car in it. And we thought, right, well, why not we speak to these people and create something for them. A few of them, we've created prints for the desk. We've created some bespoke coffee table books. And it's really for people to commemorate their vehicle in a time where you get a new car every now and again. And I don't know about yourself, I love to go back at pictures of old cars and remember the memories with them.
Yeah, absolutely. So how do people find out about it? Is that through your website or?
Yes, I I try and post about them as much as possible on Instagram. Yeah, there's on the website as well. But we're trying to work with car dealerships to pass this on as an accessory, I suppose, to some of their clients, trying to reward some of their favourite clients, and also, come directly to us. And we've shot some cool cars. We've done the Speedster, and such a variety as well. The Speedster, we've shot a E46 M3 CS, which again was properly driven, properly owned. And recently shot a Series 3 Land Rover, again, gorgeous car. And it's the memory. It doesn't have to be a supercar, it doesn't have to be a fast car. It's just photographing a loved car by a person. So it's actually, there's interaction photos in there. Sometimes there's images of the owner with the car. There's pictures of hands on the steering wheel, touching the gear stick, and creating a story behind the car for that owner to have.
So what about your photography? Has the style developed? How you shoot now, is it completely different to how you started out, or? Yeah,
for sure. I don't know about you. I look back on stuff I've done over the years and you think, what the hell was I thinking? But probably about 2 years ago, I think I found my style, if you'd like to say, that sort of warmer look. And definitely using prime lenses, low depth of field. I found that 2 years ago. And that's still a staple now. But it's just funny things you learn, especially whilst being a commercial photographer as well, I suppose, that time just is so important. We found we were over-editing, trying to deliver perfection every time, which is not how you run a business. So it's interesting for us to look at what you had and didn't have to do to an image. And that was nice. That was really nice. And I enjoy it a bit more now. It becomes a bit less time orientated, and it becomes a bit more about the passion, creating a nice image, not stressing about the time to produce it in. It's always a development, and every now and again you just pick up a new lens and think, that might give me a whole new fresh perspective. So I just picked up a macro lens, which Perfect, it'd be great. Hopefully, we're going to do some jewelry and watch photography soon, which would be really interesting. But even more so, being able to then take that into the car world, then I can do those details of badges, of paint, of the engine bay, which I just couldn't do before because I didn't have the right equipment. That's something I'm excited to do.
Who else do you really like the work of?
Who do I love the work? Yeah, that Mark Racconi actually. Mark C Media is, I think, looking at his imagery when he started to get featured in Top Gear, and he had a look, he had a style that was consistent, and I think that was part of that internal clock mechanism for me to realise, no, that's what you need to be as a photographer. And yeah, I suppose recently I've looked beyond automotive photography and started to look lifestyle, especially now we're doing these premium packages we were talking about before. It is about lifestyle. Amy Shaw photography, probably my favourite photographer, and she's got a beautiful way of putting together the automotive world with the lifestyle world, and it's interesting to see where the marketing has gone for the automotive world from this. It has gone lifestyle. It used to be very, these are the wheels, this is the scoop for the air intake, and it's gone from that. It's moved on to being about the passion of cars. And I think a lot of brands are starting to realise how passionate people are about it. Mini is a great example, perfectly great example, a massive following, and obviously them interacting with you is that understanding of what they are as a brand.
And right, so I think we're pretty much there. So there is La Ferrari.
Oh wow! Look at that. That's incredible. Oh, I love that.
There we are.
Oh,
So
well done.
Your image of the La Ferrari done as a continuous car artwork, which will feature in the book as well. So thank you so much, mate, for getting in touch, and it's been awesome to create some of your images as well. And I'll get this on the socials ASAP, so you can see it too.
Amazing. Oh, I look forward to sharing it. Thank you ever so much for having me on. Great to have a little chat.
Take care.
Take care.
See you later. Bye.
See you. Bye.